again. This is your hostess, Orlina, and I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I'm coming to you from this snow-laden hellscape, and for this year's Christmas special, I wanted to do something off the beaten path. Today, I'll be covering the Moo Family Holiday Hoe-Down. In light of this wonderful season, I'd like to spend a few moments recommending a few of my favorite Christmas/winter films, because what I'm going to cover in this episode is not very good. So, I encourage you to check out The Christmas Toy, the 90s BBC Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the best version, Nutcracker Fantasy, a Sanrio-produced stop-motion classic with a lot of great songs, including one sung by Christopher Lee, The Snow Queen from 1994, which includes Dame Helen Mirren as the Snow Queen herself and a lot of amazing furry characters, and the heart-wrenching The Forgotten Toys, which features Bob Hoskins, yes, Mario, as a talking bear. With that out of the way, let's dive into this special from Calico Entertainment. The Moo Family Holiday Hoe-Down is from the same people who brought you Widget, the World Watcher.
Widget, the World Watcher is here.
Nah, I'm sure you have the best of intentions, son, but Bob and Betty are clever fiends, and you're so, no offense.
Voltron.
No cheese. No midnight snacks for you guys.
And the, Bubsy Pilot, sponsored by none other than Taco Bell, who apparently shill low-quality animated specials in addition to low-quality food.
What took you two so long? Well, I was making a nice bouillabaisse, you see, and I was just about to add the coriander when Sid here just had to stick his big fat tongue in the pot. Hot.
It was a rhetorical question.
BKN, also known as Bobot Entertainment, produced a ton of these sorts of specials in the 90s and packaged them for the day after Thanksgiving, when networks ran Saturday morning cartoons and specials for the kids awake while the parents slept off turkey and alcohol. There is actually some pretty big voice talent here in this special. We've got Tress MacNeille, Rob Paulsen, Jim Cummings, and you may be wondering, how did such a small throwaway special attract such big talent? More on that later. For now, I'd like to give a quick synopsis of the iffy plot.
TV is proud to present, live from the beautiful island of Kauai, the Moo Family Holiday Hoe-Down.
The Moo family are in some kind of Partridge Family situation where the entire group is part of a band. I don't know about you, but I feel like family band partnerships must be an exercise in saint-like patience. Imagine working all day with your parents and siblings on a new song and then having your piano mom yell at you for not mucking out your stall. We open on a broadcast hosted by the greasy slick Chick Bantam, the titular Holiday Hoe-Down, in which the Moo family sing a slack-jawed Christmas medley.
Welcome, everybody, to our Holiday Hoe-Down. We're the Moo Family.
We're here to sing and play. Come join us in our song. Follow Grandpa's lead. He'll never steer you wrong.
There doesn't seem to be much in the way of lyrics, but they do say their names. The entire special is 90% cow pun. There's something like 60 of them, which averages out to more than 2 puns per minute. Think about that for a second. I wonder what that writer's room was like. Anyway, let's do a head count. Wait, isn't that a cow pun too? The Moo family consists of Baby Moo on jug, tubular teenager T-Bone on washboard guitar, Grandpa Moo on fiddle, Grandma Moo on viola, Mama Moo on tack piano, look it up, and Daddy Moo on banjo. Can I just take a moment to say that Daddy Moo is dressed, proportioned, and voice acted in such a way that I am driven wild by him. I just want to put that down in case anyone's curious where my tastes lie. They run basically from the Baroque and the beautiful to something like this.
T-Bone, what in the thunder and herd were you doing out there with those amplifiers?
And I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the juxtaposition between my beauty and majesty and the, let's say, down-home country charm of a guy like this? So, while Baby Moo is chasing her errant bottle around, T-Bone tries to electrify this boring old set, and it goes all Newport Folk Festival as Daddy pulls the plug. Soon after, he suffers a terrible head injury. There's a lot of fuss backstage because Daddy hates his son's ridiculous teenage hair.
And that hair!
Oh, it's just a little cow lick, Daddy. It'll go right down. See?
Well, that's better. You just better make sure it stays like that.
Cool.
That does it. I'm putting my hoof down.
Oh, holy cow, Pop. You're always busting my chops.
You just get rid of that hair. And those amplifiers. They're totally useless, son. Useless!
But don't worry. Chick Bantam is here to tell bad horse jokes with his pal, Melvin the Mustang.
That makes me feel like singing a real mule-tide carol.
Why, go ahead then, big boy. I'm sure everyone would just love to hear it.
Well, normally I would, Chick, but today I'm a little hoarse.
Hey, you're slaying me. A little horse today.
Were those boos or moos? Now, this is where the special departs from a relatively sane family band plot into a tryst with the bizarre. A reporter, unfortunately named Patty, joins us via satellite, that's satellite, from the North Pole, where Santa is being schooled on the new turbo sleigh built for him by ace pilot Chuck Staker.
I am just utterly delighted to be here this Christmas Eve with Santa Cow and his ace pilot, Chuck Staker. Now, in just a few minutes, we are going to witness the very first public flight of your amazing new sleigh.
I don't really want to think about the implications of a guy named Steak in a cow world. But anyway, look at the CGI. I'd like to remind you that this is 1992, when CGI was, for animation, a painstaking expense. Yet this throwaway cow Christmas special has it. Something is afoot. Chuck takes off in the sleigh and immediately loses control, crash landing on one of these bizarre, cow-shaped islands. Are these naturally formed, or are they also a symptom of a diseased, hyper-wealthy class making new landmasses to ruin with their callous greed? Chuck crashing the turbo sleigh is a big deal because it means Christmas is canceled. I don't see why Santa can't use his old sleigh. Are there no quadrupedal reindeer to pull it in this setting? What about buff reindeer valets carrying Santa around on a red palanquin? No? Well, okay. We jump to Albert. Can you guess his name before I say it? Holstein, who basically unwinds in front of a live audience and collapses beneath his chalkboard. Apparently, cows flying will result in some kind of temporal collapse, resulting in Christmas never coming. Luckily, those random islands are the same ones hosting our Moo Family Holiday Hoe-Down.
T-Bone's right. Everybody move it.
Wait, is it called Hoe-Down because you put your hoe down, stop work, and start play? Anyway, Chuck crash lands on stage. Miraculously, no injuries.
He's okay.
Oh, that's so good! Oh.
The sleigh's downfall was a faulty catalytic converter. Between Dr. Holstein and the Moo family, it's a cinch to complete the repairs, but they need more power. T-Bone offers his amplifiers, and it works so well that Daddy Moo embraces electricity, quite literally.
Somebody help! Get this off of me!
Oh, he's dead. I love a good skeleton shot during an electrocution. The sleigh takes off and brings the whole barn with it, and that's about where we end. Moveless, right? This special was the brainchild of Tom Burton and Claudia Zaitlin Burton, and June Burton served as accountant for the project. Now, I have no idea if they're related to Tim Burton, but I thought it was interesting enough to be worth mentioning. It might explain the quality CGI and the impressive voice cast, after all. It's always interesting when a concept as simple as a bunch of down-home country cows playing in a band is turned into an animated special. These people must have fought hard for this. But wait, there's another interesting factoid here. Jack Hyder is also listed under the credit for original concept. Who is Jack Hyder? Well, he's none other than the series director for Freakazoid.
Listen to my new lick. Jamming gears and eating pie in my big rig in the sky. Since the day I crashed into a banjo shop.
He also did a lot of overseas supervising for Klasky Chupo on series like Rugrats and Rocket Power. I'd like to take a minute to show some things I actually like about this special. There's some really cute prop designs in the background. In this shot of the tree, we can see little cow angels and soldiers, cow Santas and clowns, and take a look at these cloven stockings. The bells are also cowbells. Adorable. Even the microphones they use are shaped like corn. It's so cute. I feel like there are usually far fewer visual puns than verbal in things like these, so kudos to Moo Family. There's even an Anthro-Cow skeleton anatomical model in Holstein's office. It seems odd that there's only a Christmas special with these guys, but wait, what's this?
Moo Family Star of Fame! Welcome, everybody!
That's right, the Moo Family Stall of Fame released in 1993, a full year after the Holiday Hoe-Down. I was lucky enough to track down a copy on Archive. Bless you, archive.org. I encourage everyone to donate to their continued operation. This special takes place during yet another show and includes Patty, the reporter from the Christmas special, as T-Bone's girlfriend.
It's the Moo Family's
Family reunion show!
The Moo Family.
We got the kind of kin you gotta get to know.
Come on and see 'em.
We're gonna have a blast!
Yeah.
With the Family Museum.
You'll meet our famous family members from the past.
She's got a great brassy voice.
With my time tracker, we'll take a look at all the answers left us in the book. The noble knights of the Grand Round Table, every cow in the family stable.
We'll meet Robin Hood, Matisse, Sherlock Holmes, and the Mona Lisa.
Tchaikovsky, Michelangelo, there's lots of famous cows, you know.
We'll go back in time with my invention, at least that's my sincere.
Now, without delay,
Let's start the show!
take it away!
I said that. That does it, T-Bone!
An absurd invention sends Patty and T-Bone hurtling through time to visit distant Moo Family ancestors.
T-Bone, look! Cave cows! And they're being chased by a saber-toothed Guernsey!
Yeah, let's just hope this hay bale doesn't run out of fuel, huh? Bit of a joke.
They visit Rome-occupied Egypt.
I am the great Pharaoh, 2-ton cowman. And you, my dear daughter, Cleopatra, have been very naughty.
But
Running away like that. The guests are already here for your royal wedding.
Robin Hood times with Shakespeare. This is actually on purpose, not a mistake, because the time continuum is supposed to be messed up.
that looks exactly like... Isn't that...
Yep, that's William Shakespeare, all right.
Then they take a nice trip to Baroque Vienna, where baby Mozart learns how to play rock and roll and annoy this gorgeous Rococo woman. Get it?
The concert is tonight. All Vienna will come to see the great child prodigy, Mozart.
Look, we got incredible This is terrible.
You're ruining Mozart's genius. You are to blame for this.
After that, they briefly visit the Vikings
Well, check it out, it's Beef Erickson!
I'm going to get that little one right there. You can't be here.
and stop off in the golden age of piracy to, die. It's T-Bone's guitar chords which move them through time, and he finally settles on the one which takes them back to their time. All is well. Without getting too sentimental, essentially lost cartoon specials like these are a really interesting modern phenomenon. A symptom of a society which always desires more, rather than taking the time to appreciate and preserve what it has. AI and search engine optimization are accelerating this problem, and I predict instances of lost media will skyrocket by the end of the decade. There's an endless push for more, faster, better, and every new technology meant to make work easier only ever results in us having to produce more in a shorter time. We can't expect companies to preserve things, and even well-meaning individual uploaders on the internet often stretch footage to make it HD or simply zoom in and cut off the top and bottom, a la The Simpsons on Disney+. Not that this special is anything, well, special, but I really hope the post-internet generations are going to be looking for media from the past and holding on to it as best they can. There is so little respect for old media, which, thanks to a pestilence of mostly male YouTube commentators in the last decade and the complete and utter social media blitz of action superhero movies, often gets relegated to mere cringe. Yet, there are profound instances of beauty, life-changing films just waiting to be seen and struggling not to be lost. Please rewind this tape to view the opening section for a few Christmas films I highly recommend. And hey, while you're at it, maybe you should download them and save them on your hard drive for a future generation. Otherwise, all those kids posting takes about Casablanca not being as interesting as Puss in Boots: The Last Wish are going to become the norm. But I just wanted to shine a light on this special and say happy holidays to you all, Merry Christmas, Chag Sameach, Happy Kwanzaa, and everything else in between. For those of you who don't celebrate, I totally get it. This year has not really felt like one to celebrate during. I think the thing that makes us happiest is time spent with other people, especially if we can do that in person. So try and say I love you to your loved ones in person this year. As always, I'd like to thank my wonderful Laserdisc Patreon supporters. For $5, you get a shout out like this, and hey, you make me really happy. So thank you to Kooky Trails, Plexel, Manji, Stubadub, Crown, Norman Whitetail, Goddle Drury, May Meadows, and Murja.